have joined back, so we can get started. Can someone confirm if you guys are able to hear me and see my screen properly?
Yes.
Great.
Good.
So guys,
Yes.
we were talking about two sorts of users for one application, and this applies almost everywhere. It could be Ola, it could be Uber, it could be Citibank, it could be ICICI Bank, it could be Paytm, Google Pay, anything. ये सब पे same apply हो जाता है, ठीक है? So we are just taking one application as an example, and whatever information I will be talking about. For example, I said 200 servers. So I just want to give a disclaimer that I'm not sharing any information related to Swiggy. All these numbers are simply vague numbers, just for example, just for learning and understanding purpose, right? So I have no information about their infrastructure. I'm not sharing anything. This is just for purely for learning purpose, and we are quoting some numbers uh, just for your understanding, right? So let's say that here it is, we have staff, we have all these people. So no matter how good my developer is, I'm not giving my developer all the rights which my system admin has. No matter how good he is, I'm not giving all the rights to my system admin what a developer has, right? I'm not giving all the rights to my HR person. I'm not giving all the rights to my delivery. All of them, they have their role and they have their responsibilities. According to that, I will provide the access to the application to them. So if some developer logs in, developer can only do some development, attach the codes, etc. Obviously, after a long process, testing and everything, not directly. If some HR person is accessing the application, he or she should be only should be able to do their own task, whatever tasks are assigned to them, nothing else, right? Just because the person is HR, that does not mean they will have the admin rights, right? That's a different thing. If they want to use it as an end user, if as they are coming as an end user, they will have all the options which an end user has, right? So if something goes wrong here, a developer comes, or let's say an HR person, right? HR person comes on a Monday morning, logs into Swiggy application. For an HR person, Swiggy application, when I say this is not the Swiggy application, the HR person will see. When I told you the 100 से 200 server लगेंगे, that is the reason, because this is not the application, right? This is for us. I'm using it as an end user. Internal user may have something else, maybe something like this. I'm just again giving example, like peoplesoft.swiggy.com, something like this, or maybe HR swiggy.com, something like this. Now it won't work because I don't think so they have such website, and even if they have, maybe it is not accessible from outside IP. So they will see a login page here, they will have to log in, they will have to uh, give their password, etc., right? That all thing they have to do to utilize the features of this application. As an end user, if you utilize this application, if you log into this application, even you will have to log in. The only thing is that you won't have your email address, etc. Maybe you can just use your phone number. But let's say that you're utilizing your phone number and you're not able to log in, or you do not have an account. You are able to create. They have given the feature to create an account, but it will not happen. That's not the same case for their internal employees. I cannot log into Swiggy website or HR की तरह से अपना profile बना लूं. That won't happen. They will come through a process, right? So the request which will come to a person, that person will be in support. That example, a new developer has joined, or maybe a new system administrator has joined, new HR has joined, new delivery guy has joined, or maybe an existing customer is not able to log in. It could be any reason. It could be any reason that you're not able to log in. Maybe you're not, you do not have account, you're not able to create the account, you want to create the account. Whatever request they are sending, वो type की request जो जाती है, that is what a service desk is. What Sunil was explaining, this is very small example I'm giving you. It could have many issues. Like he was explaining that let's say if this HR person is not able to access the Outlook, if this HR person is not able to access Teams, or they could have n number of issues, right? So all those tickets, all those requests, what they will do, let me explain it to you in your working time. It will be easier. So wherever you guys are working, let me pick someone else. So I have Shahrukh, could you explain your job profile, please? Very briefly. We're not looking for a in-depth. Very brief.
I'm in. I'm too in a service desk.
Service desk. Okay. Uh, who do we have who's not from? Someone from data annotation. Who was that? Was that from data annotation? Ashfaq. Do we have Ashfaq? Nehal, could you explain your job profile?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am working data analyst where I work as a labeling metadata to raw data for uh, for better understanding by AI.
Okay. So now tell me, the Monday. Are you working on Monday, Nehal?
Yes,
Okay. So when you go to Monday to your office, or maybe you're working from home, you have laptop, it's shut down. The very first thing when you turn on your laptop or you go to office and turn on your PC, what will you see on your screen? On your office screen, what do you see?
It will ask us to log in.
Login. It will ask for login ID and password, right? Which
yeah,
means you already have an ID. Nihal, it's okay. You can mute yourself. There's some disturbances in your voice. Maybe we can continue with Sam. Sam is also from non-technical background, so let's continue with Sam. So Sam, you get your login ID and password on your screen, right?
Yes,
So which means you already have a login ID someone has created. Now you
right.
type in your password, which you use regularly, and you do get an option or a pop-up that your account is locked. Even if you're working as a developer or maybe HR or some manager, will you have access to unlock your account by yourself?
No, we cannot. We
No.
will have to raise tickets.
Yes, raise a ticket,
Okay.
right? So how do you raise
Right.
a ticket? What are the methods to raise a ticket?
We have a separate application where I need to go and log in with my
Let's say
other
you're working
application.
from home. Let's say you're working from home and no one else is there and your system is locked, right? There is no other way you can go for application. What is the other way to raise a ticket?
I need to make a call to the help desk.
Call, right? Yeah, that's it. That is. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, if you face any basic problem as an end user or as a staff person, you're not able to log in, your account is locked, your password is not working, your account is disabled, maybe your keyboard is broken, your mouse is not working. What do? You simply pick up the call the service desk, raise a ticket. Or if everything is working and you're requesting a new mouse, my current mouse is working, but I think in few days it will not work properly. So I'm requesting something in advance. So I don't even have to call. I will go to some portal, I will raise a service desk ticket, right? And the ticket will be assigned to some service desk guy, and he or she will help me. Right? This is what a service desk profile is. Is this clear to everyone till now? This is application, this is
Yes.
staff, this is end user, and just now I explained service desk profile. Is this clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
yeah.
Anyone has any doubt? Don't worry, we are not going irrelevant. I will explain it to you. Why are we discussing service desk? Though it has nothing to do with our profile. We are not going to do service desk, nothing. But I'm just explaining it to you. So when we talk about applications in future, etc., you should have the clear picture where to put yourself. Right? So this is what a service desk is. Any questions, guys? Anyone has any doubt, any questions?
No.
Okay. So any request, any technical request, any technical issues which is coming from end user or from staff, that is going to service desk. So this is one department we have, service desk, which is working on application in a support manner. Okay, this is also called support. But how is it working on things which has been created already, or maybe just to create some accounts at very basic level? What a service desk person or service desk agent is doing, it's creating an account, it's deleting an account, it's enabling uh, an account, disabling some account, resetting the password. Okay, but that password reset or maybe assigning an email, etc., everything has a huge setup. If I have an application, so for my staff to work, for them to send emails to each other, for developer to send email to system admin, for system admin to send email to developer, to support, to service desk, to raise a ticket for salary uh, slips, for applying leaves, I should have n number of applications, right? So to run a company, to run even a small application like Swiggy, no, it's not small though, I take my words back, it's a very huge company as of now, right? So to even run an application like this, I will require multiple small applications, right? So for that, I will be needing multiple servers, hundreds of servers. So who's going to do that? Who is going to build those servers, right? To run this application, I may need 100 servers. Not only this one, I mean, this application, supporting application, their pay slip, their leave, their incentive, their HR, everything. I will need, let's consider that these are servers. Please excuse me with this one, guys. I'm using this for the first time, so not sure if the copy paste will work or not. It's working. So let's imagine these are servers. I will open MS Visio in some time. We'll utilize that. That will give you a better picture to all of you. Okay, so let's imagine these are 100 servers. Now, end users, can they build servers for Swiggy application? I mean, are they even supposed to do that? Do you even know anything about server? Just consider yourself end user of Swiggy application. Will you bother about servers?
No.
No.
Staff. When I say staff,
No.
in staff, a developer's job is purely to do the development, guys. Okay, a tester will purely test the application. They don't know anything about servers. Will they go ahead and develop a server, build a server?
Mm,
No.
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 Data
HR
center.
person, do you think HR person will do that?
No.
No.
Service desk guy, do you think a service desk guy, we have people from service desk. Have you guys ever built a server?
No.
No.
No. Who do you think from this role will build a server?
System
You already have the
admin.
Cloud engineer.
yes.
System
System.
admin.
Let's not go to cloud as of now. We are just talking about the basic concepts. I'll gradually move to cloud. Don't worry, guys. Right?
Okay.
Don't go to cloud as of now. It might confuse you. System administrator. So the system administrator's job is to build all this infrastructure. ये बनेगा, उसके बाद कोई developer उसके ऊपर जाके कुछ develop करेगा, उसके बाद service desk picture में आएगा, right? So the basic job of a system administrator is to create the IT infrastructure. Now, what all comes under IT infrastructure? Let's say that you are a businessman, right? You have done MBA from maybe some international school, some Symbiosis, IIM, etc. You have a unique idea of business idea. Let's say Swiggy. Let's say there is nothing like Swiggy. Swiggy idea आपको first time आया mind में. Okay, but being an MBA, can you do the IT infrastructure development, etc.? You have a business mind, okay? You have the idea. You have done the market research, everything. But now you need support to develop that, right? To execute that idea. So you're going to hire some developers. You're going to hire some delivery partners. You're going to hire some HR, everything. Similarly, you are going to need some system administrator to develop your IT infrastructure. Now, when I say IT infrastructure, what is the IT infrastructure? So for me to run my Swiggy application, I need minimum 200 servers before I develop anything. Okay. Even if I develop something, मैंने code लिख दिया है. चलो, I give you one more addition in that कि IIM वाले बंदे के साथ there is a guy from IIT also who's very good developer. उसने code भी लिख दिया already. Okay, the person has code, they have the business idea, they know the market, they have done the market research, everything, but they still need some IT help. They need IT infrastructure. So they will hire some system administrator. Either they will hire or they will outsource the process to some IT company like TCS, maybe TCS or any other IT company, Compicom, etc. Right? They will outsource the process that build our IT infrastructure. So building an IT infrastructure will be building 100 of servers. Now, when I say building of servers, I'll explain the servers to you. Don't worry. Let's finish this first, and then I'll explain it to you. What is a server? Okay. So building a server as in installing the operating system. Like you guys have Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. Nowadays we have Windows 11 also, right? So these are client operating system which we can use as an end user. You cannot develop some application on this one. So similarly, we have a strong operating system which is called an server operating system. So you install that server operating system on a server class hardware. Like I install my Windows 10 on my laptop because it's Windows 10, it's a client operating system. My laptop has very small configuration of maybe 32 GB RAM, 1 TB hard disk. It's a small one. I cannot run any services. But when I want to give services to n number of people, where thousands of people will be using my application, 10,000 of them will be using my application at a time. So I need some strong hardware and strong operating system. So that strong operating system is called server OS, server operating system. Now, who builds the server operating system in the market? We have a huge giant, a huge player, which is Microsoft. They have n number of operating system. Then we have Red Hat. They have Linux operating system. We have Windows operating system. We have Linux operating system. Under Linux, there are many of them. Linux SUSE, Linux Ubuntu, etc. We're not getting into that now. Okay, so majorly we'll be focusing on Linux and Windows. So there are two types of operating system, Linux and Windows. And you'll require both of them. When I said there are 200 servers for a Swiggy application, उसमें मे बी 100 विंडोज के हो गए, 100 लिनक्स के हो गए, 50 विंडोज के हो गए, मे बी 150 लिनक्स के हो गए. यू कैन यूज वॉट एवर यू वांट. वो सब यूज करते हैं अपनी अपनी फिजिबिलिटी के हिसाब से, राइट. सो उसमें कोई टेक्निकल बहुत ज्यादा इशू नहीं है, बट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम यू विल नीड बोथ ऑफ देम. Any big infrastructure will have both of those servers, right? So to build those servers, to build those servers, they will require system administrators, right? System admin क्या करेंगे कि ठीक है, जो 100 servers हमारे पास आकर पड़े हैं, server class hardware. Now when I say, guys, whenever I say server, understand what is a server. A technical and a very correct definition of a server. Can someone tell me whether a server is a hardware or a software? What is a server? Is it a hardware or software?
I guess it is a hardware.
Okay. Anyone else?
It is combination of hardware or software.
Okay. Anyone else who thinks differently or would like to go ahead with them? Yes, it is a hardware. It says
It is
hardware.
a network operating system.
Okay. Right, guys. So server, it's an operating system. It is a software. It is not a hardware. Okay. So in layman term, you will always hear that my server is down, my server is broken, my server is crashed, or my server is working very slow. I'm replacing my server. I'm purchasing a new server. This is very layman term. इवन इन ईमेल्स, ऑफिशियल ईमेल्स में भी आप सर्वर ही सुनोगे और आप उसी तरह से डील करोगे. यू विल नेवर गो अहेड एंड correct ke you should write server class hardware. No, you don't do that, because someone says server, it is implied they are talking about server class hardware. But if you go by technical definition, server is nothing but it's a software. It's a server, it's an operating system, it's a purely software. And when you install that software on a server class hardware, then you can run some application. So this is not server, this is a server class hardware. It's a technical definition, but in layman term, you will always call it server. Even if you are purchasing some server, you are Wipro and TCS, and you're purchasing some servers from Dell, giants like this, and they are having very formal communication. Still in their emails, no one will write server class hardware. They will write server. It is implied that when I'm talking about server, if I say I have to purchase a Dell server, Dell operating system नहीं बनाता है. Dell क्या बनाता है? Server class hardware बनाता है. But in layman term, I will always say मुझको Dell का server चाहिए, मुझको HP का server चाहिए. So it is implied that they're talking about a server class hardware. But in technical term, just for your understanding, server, it's an operating system. We install that operating system on a server class hardware, right? And then we can run some application. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So now
Yes.
guys, and who are the good players in market जो ये बनाते हैं? It's Dell, it's HP, Cisco, IBM. IBM is also one of them. So there are many. I've just given you 4 or 5 names. They create or they build server class hardware. Now guys, when we have this system admin, now gradually we are moving towards cloud, guys, right? I'm trying to explain it to you. I am starting it with from legacy. I'm sure nowadays no one uses this. I will explain it to you कि इसको cloud से कैसे compare करना है, cloud से कैसे useful है, how is it, everything I am going to explain it to you, right? So if you don't understand anything, or if you think it's too much for one session, stop me, feel free to ask questions, right? Do that. थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल होगा आज, बट दिस इज द बेस. इफ यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दिस, आगे की चीजें नहीं समझेगी. एंड दिस इज नॉट एट ऑल टेक्निकल. ये कोई लेमन पर्सन भी समझ जाएगा. Okay, so here now we are starting with our technical role, system admin. Gradually यही system admin जाके आगे cloud admin बनने वाला है. यही servers and server class hardwares which we are talking about, this will move to cloud. So very focus on this. Now we can forget about developers, HR, etc. So this was just to uh, explain it to you how the application works, etc. Okay, so now this system admin is that system admin's job. And when I say system admin, guys, I'm just referring to the role. That does not mean that a company like Swiggy will have only one system admin and that one person is going to install 200 servers. It will take a number of hours for him, maybe 2 years for one person to do that. So they will always have a team. But here I'm not talking about a person. When I say system admin, I'm talking about a role. Okay, so system admin will start installing the servers. Before installing, what the system admin will have to do, that's either system admin or the application owner, whoever the idea, jiska bhi idea hai, right? Whoever the application owner is or the idea owner is, that person will have to go via a process. Hey, it's a company. You cannot simply go ahead and कि यार चलो 200 server लेकर आ जाओ. Do you have any idea that how much the one server cost?
No.
Minimum on an average 1.5 lakh. ठीक है, 1.5 से 2 लाख का एक सर्वर आता है. So imagine I'm planning to purchase 50 servers, even 50, forget 100, 200, 50 servers. So do you think any company will simply go ahead with cash and credit card or market में 50 servers ऐसे लेकर आ जाएंगे? Will it happen? Definitely not, right? Why? Because it's a company, you'll have to take quotation. Procurement का एक process होता है पूरा. I think Sam knows better than us. He's from the same department, right? It takes a lot of time, a lot of efforts. You'll go to multiple vendors, आप उनका evaluation करोगे, then maybe you will have multiple meetings, तब जाके आप purchase करोगे 50 server. Now where will you keep these 50 servers? Now guys, start calculating the amounts also and effort also, how much efforts you are putting just to bring up one application. Okay, and imagine, don't consider the Swiggy is up and running business. Now just imagine you are a businessman, you are an MBA holder and you have come up with this idea. आपकी मार्केट स्टडी बोलती है बहुत बढ़िया चलेगा, बट देयर इज स्टिल स्कोप कि नहीं चल सकता है. स्विगी इज ऑलरेडी रनिंग, बट इमेजिन एट द स्टार्टिंग यू आर ब्रिंगिंग अ न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट टू इंडियन मार्केट कि यार फूड डिलीवरी, maybe it won't work. There are n number of startup जो नहीं चले, right? It can work, it cannot work. So how much are you spending here? Just start calculating, थोड़ा सा analyze करना शुरू करो आप. You are hiring developers, you are hiring support team, you are hiring system admin, HR, etc., delivery partner, marketing पे आपने खर्चा किया है. Now the इतना बड़ा खर्चा आपको 100 सर्वर्स परचेज करने हैं. एक सर्वर 2 लाख का आ रहा है, राइट? यू आर स्पेंडिंग इन करोर्स. चलो आपने वो भी कहीं से जुगाड़ कर लिया. नाउ कैन यू कीप सर्वर्स लाइक दिस, लिटरली लाइक दिस जैसे पिक्चर में रखे हैं? नो. एक्चुअल में सर्वर्स को इस तरह से रखा जाता है. दिस आर कॉल्ड सर्वर रैक्स. Guys, all these terminologies we are going to use in cloud, so do not take this lightly. Watch the video again. If you don't understand, ask me to repeat. Or if you don't understand, okay? So keeping all these servers, this is called tower server, this is called blade server. बस उसके दो चार variant है, nothing else. Like we have laptop में 360 खुलने वाला laptop होता है, etc etc. उसी तरह से servers है, right? So we require server racks to keep these servers. इसको ऐसे ही जमीन पे नहीं रख सकते, right? These are server racks actually. Okay, these are the server racks जिसमें server रखे जाते हैं. Okay, and these server racks will also cost you in lakhs. ये भी आपको लाखों में पड़ेंगे. So to keep 100 servers, maybe you'll require 10 racks. तो आपको racks ये करने पड़ेंगे, right? And now these 100 servers, इनको मैं individually नहीं चला सकता. Not possible. कि मैं हर 100 server को अलग अलग अपने अपने इसमें ये कर रहा है. That's not possible. I will have to make sure that all of them are synced with each other and they are working with each other. So what do I require for that? Networking. This is the reason I told you that you should learn networking. Okay, so मुझको एक networking का बंदा भी hire करना पड़ेगा. Person who does operating system work will not know the networking. This is I'm talking about legacy, guys. We are not yet on cloud. ठीक है, cloud पे आने के बाद ये सब कुछ आपका आप ही के अंडर आएगा. This is the reason इतने heavy package मिलते हैं. Earlier to run an application, I had to hire one storage guy, one backup guy, one operating system guy. Operating system में भी we used to hire one Windows, one Linux guy, then one networking guy. राइट? नेटवर्किंग में भी एक सॉफ्टवेयर नेटवर्किंग वाला, एक जो एक्चुअल में जो केबलिंग का वर्क करेगा वो नेटवर्किंग वाला. बट व्हेन वी आर मूविंग ग्रेजुअली टू क्लाउड, ये सब कुछ एक बंदे के अंडर आ जाता है. दिस इज द रीजन दे आर एबल टू पे यू एक्स्ट्रा. 5 लोगों का काम एक क्लाउड एडमिन करने वाला है. वी विल सी दैट, बट एज ऑफ नाउ ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ द आईटी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर गेट्स बिल्ड. Okay, so they will require servers, they will require server racks, then they will require networking, they will require cabling. ये सब करने के बाद कहीं पर their developer will be in a position to create some application and then test and then start it for public. Is this clear to everyone? Something like this. Just instead of one server, we will have multiple servers. Is it clear, guys? Still here? Any questions?
Yes, yes, mostly.
What about others? Nihal, Shahrukh, Sam? Oh, Sam,
Yeah.
you said it's clear, right? Uh,
It's mostly we are
Srinivas, Zaid, Sunil, is this clear, guys?
Yes, clear.
Yes.
yeah.
Great. So till here, guys, we have been learning what we used to do. This is called on-prem infrastructure. What do I mean? What do I mean by on-prem? जो आपके premises में होता है. Let's say that this is the Swiggy applications office. तो उसी office के कहीं पे आसपास ये सारे servers रखूंगा. Because if I have 100 servers, I have 10 racks, I have networking. It clearly means that it is implied that I required a room or maybe a building or maybe 2 rooms or 3 rooms to keep all this. I need a place, right? Either I'll have to rent that place, I'll have to buy that place. और अगर मैं 100 servers को एक room में लगाऊंगा ना, तो उस room का temperature cover करने के लिए I'll require multiple ACs, right? Then I'll require maybe a security guard, maybe a dog, right? And to run all of these, I'll require electricity. Now, can I rely on one electricity? Let's say it's in Maharashtra, it's in Pune, or it's in Mumbai, and I am relied only on uh, this one, Maharashtra state government electricity. And what if there is a power cut? Can I afford, can in today's date, can Swiggy afford that their application is down for 1 hour, or Flipkart or Amazon, can they afford that their application is down for 1 hour?
No,
They
no.
will lose their
No.
crores of business in 1 hour. And ultimately, if that is happening every time, take your own example. Let's say that you're using Google Pay and Phone Pay, right? The moment your Google Pay doesn't work, what do? Do you wait for half an hour to Google Pay to get up and working, or what do you do that? What do you do?
We will try to search some other
Yeah,
options.
immediately go to Paytm, Phone Pay, get the job done and leave, right? And if this same thing keeps happening with Google Pay, ultimately what will you do? Let's uninstall it. Yeah, it doesn't work. Or maybe unknowingly, gradually you will move to your Phone Pay, because that works every time smoothly. You'll create a shortcut and you become a permanent customer of that, right? And then Google Pay, it's losing their business. So no application will like that. कि इतने silly reasons से मेरा application बार बार down हो. So what they will have to do, they will have to take a connection from MSCB, Maharashtra government. They will have to take a connection from maybe Adani, if Adani is there in Mumbai, I'm not sure. From Tata Power, one from Ambani, maybe 3 or 4, 3 at least they will take minimum. Similarly, let's talk about ISP. To run the data center, they require internet. They have taken the internet from Geo. Again, can they rely on one internet? What if something goes wrong with Geo? So they will have to take Tata, they will have to take Airtel. At least they should have two, minimum two. कि कुछ गलत होता है तो at least backup में एक होना चाहिए. Now keep on adding some amounts, guys. इसका amount add करते रहो एक, कि मुझको एक सिर्फ छोटा सा business शुरू करने के लिए और उसको run करने के लिए कितना कुछ करना पड़ रहा है, ठीक है? In starting, I purchased 100 servers, rack, room, AC, security, electricity, ISP, etc. crores में चला गया ये. So even if I have a good idea and if I don't have funds, I won't be able to do it. System admins, network admins, ये भी हम मुझको hire करने पड़ेंगे, right? So if I don't have good funds, I will not be able to run my business. This was the legacy. This is I'm talking about before cloud. We are not yet till cloud. Is this clear to everyone till now?
Yes.
So just want to add one thing.
Hmm.
You said that if the MSCB is not working, they'll change from to Reliance to some other this thing.
Hmm.
They'll take 2-3 connectivity. Instead of that, what we had done means for our server room, we have power to power our server room. We had TGs, diesel generators,
Hmm.
and to give backup to diesel generator, we have UPS system. So this is
But how
what
many servers did you have in your server room?
server room, I don't have any idea.
Maybe not more than 50. If you're calling it a server room, and if it was there in your premises, I'm certain not more than 150 servers. We are talking about the data centers. When it comes to data centers, DG will not work at all. You have thousands of servers at a time. This is, let's say, if I show you Google data center, and even if it is DG, let's say, okay, if it is DG, again, you are spending. As of now, we are just, what are we doing? We are calculating the expenses. We are just calculating the expenses. So to run one application, look at this. These are the Google and Facebook data center. If you just,
These are very huge.
maybe this is an inside picture. Let me show it from you outside. you will understand what we're talking about here. And these are very huge. They have started their own electricity वगैरह वो खुद ही generate कर लेते हैं. This is Google's data center, I guess, or Facebook's data center. They are generating their own energy. This is Google's data center, and this is just one building. They have multiple buildings like this. Right, so running on DG won't be sufficient, but whatever you do, even if it is DG, it is generating your own electricity, whatever you do, ultimately you are spending some amount, right? Expenses are there. So to run one application, you have to spend this much of amount, right? Plus, what if the idea doesn't work? Crores which you have spent, maybe you had investors, but whatever you have spent, सब कुछ waste हो गया. On the other hand, let's say you started very on a small scale, 10 servers पे आपने start कर लिया, सब कुछ अच्छा चला. Some food blogger came to your app, he liked it, he posted a video. Overnight, you were a sensation, and suddenly now you are getting thousands of requests. Your business has picked up the space. It has picked up the pace, right? But now you just have 10 servers. Capacity of those 10 servers to handle 2,000 users. After that influencer, now you're getting 20,000 users per day. What will happen with your application? Will it be able to handle 20,000? An application with 10 servers is meant to handle 2,000 users. Now 20,000 users are hitting your website. What will happen? What do you think?
The application will crash.
It will crash. It will go down. And then whatever momentum you have gained, you'll lose that. And in legacy environment, whatever we are discussing, on-prem environment, again, increasing those 10 servers from 10 to 50, do you think it's an easy job? Can it be done overnight? No, no matter what situation is, purchasing 50 server will again have the same process. HR, maybe admin department, procurement, getting quotations, selecting one, they will deliver it, then you will attach them to your network, testing, etc. It will again takes months. So it was not at all for the business, but this was on-prem. Is this clear, guys, to everyone till now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's see how cloud is helping us when we take everything to cloud. Okay. First, understand that to connect all of these, we require networking, etc. This is the reason I told you networking is very essential, right? So this is the application. This is how it works. One application will definitely have number of servers, minimum 50 to 100 servers. One application will have, right? Everything. Everything will be there, right? So now let's start how the cloud is helping. We are not talking about Azure as of now, just the cloud concept. How is it helping? So we have only 4 minutes left in this session, guys. If you guys have any questions, please do ask. If not, I'll stop this session and stop. So at least we will have proper sessions. That in first session we discussed basic things. In second session we specifically talk about an application, then application on-prem, and how we used to do it, legacy application, right? Then in third session we are introducing cloud. So hence I don't want to start cloud now. We have only 4 minutes left, so if you have any questions, please do ask. Yes, guys. I spoke for 40 minutes. You don't have any questions? Was it everything clear to everyone or nothing clear? Sorry, someone was asking something.
Was saying it's mostly clear.
All good.
Yes, Soil, it is clear.
Okay, guys. So
Yeah, take a 4 minutes of break. Also
fine.
can
Let's
take
take a
maybe.
break then. We'll resume. The next session is scheduled for. Yeah, let's take a break of 4 minutes. You guys can join at 16:25. Let's take a break of 9 minutes. I won't be able to start the session before that because this video gets converted and I have to stop for that time. So we'll resume at 16:25. 4:25. Okay, guys, using the same link.
Okay.
Okay.